Canadian women are receiving the justice that my son is being denied. For what reason? Because he's male? You know, the charter is for everyone. It's not just for children. It's not just for women. It's for everyone.
For years, Sally Lane has been waiting for her son to come home. For over 6 years, Jack Letts has been in a Syrian prison. A British-born convert to Islam, Letts has Canadian citizenship through his Canadian father.
I represent the Chamber of Sober Second Thought, in the Senate of Canada. Sadly, it would appear that very little sober second thought has gone into the policies which govern our government's response to the plight of Canadians detained and abandoned in northeast Syria.
The British government revoked his citizenship over alleged connections to the Islamic State. Human rights activists maintain there's no evidence Letts was ever a fighter.
The federal court justice specifically asked government lawyers, do you have any evidence that these men were fighters or that they were involved in violence? And the answer was no, we have no such evidence. So why are they still being held? And as Alex Neve said, this is part of an ongoing pattern in which Canadian, largely Muslim men who are overseas and detained are automatically assumed guilty.
Letts' mother says he's prepared to face Canadian justice and notes that Canadian women who also traveled to the Middle East to join ISIS have already been repatriated.
We don't feel we're asking for very much. We're just asking for the Canadian government to fulfill its obligations and to stop human rights abuse and to allow a fair trial, allow Jack to be heard.
The Kurdish government that controls northeastern Syria has asked Canada to take him and 3 other Canadian men off their hands.
The Syrian Kurdish administration officials who are allied to Canada have repeatedly told Ottawa, we will hand over your citizens if you write us a letter, issue travel documents, and send an official representative or a delegate from a humanitarian organization to receive them.
Senator Kim Pate says she offered in the spring to do just that, but got no response from Global Affairs. Pate is now going as part of a humanitarian delegation, partly to prove it can be done. CityNews reached out to the office of Foreign Minister Melanie Joly for comment. In a statement to CityNews, Global Affairs says safety and security of Canadians at home and abroad is its utmost priority, and amid reports of deteriorating conditions in northeastern Syria, it's particularly concerned about Canadian children, adding that it's providing assistance on a case-by-case basis, but can't comment on specific cases. In Ottawa, Xiaoli Li, City News.